Mike Garafolo with NFL Network here. The league that we are focusing on is not the National Football League. It is the West Coast Wristers. Amex Fantasy League is as prestigious as they come. That's what I am told. That's why I've never been invited. I get it. I'm not offended. So congrats and good luck to Mike, Aaron, Elliot, Eric, Brad, Tyler, Danny, and Jay. All right? Congratulations to all those folks we mentioned.
In episode 9 of the 10-part documentary series Wristers, it's now time for the playoffs. It's been a tumultuous season, there's been a ton of drama, but it's all come to a head. In your first round matchup, you're pitted up against Elliot Jones' Team Embarrassing, the notorious Team Embarrassing, the three-time former champs Team Embarrassing. What was that matchup like?
Yeah, I mean, the playoffs, it broke down. It was me versus Elliot. We got Parks football team versus the Hammers, Brooklyn Beatdown versus the Sweaty Johnsons, and the Side Pocket Kid versus the Duncan Dragons. I knew it was going to be a tough road, and I knew to be the best, you got to beat the best. And Elliot's had this wrapped around him 3 times. He knows what it takes to win, and so I needed to come to work. And I mean, his name says it all. It was an embarrassing performance. He put the most fragile player in the league out there, and you just got to expect that's going to happen in the playoffs. You can't rely on a guy like that in the playoffs, and he put up a goose egg, and that's the difference of the matchup.
So moving on now to the semifinals, and you're pitted up against longtime rival Michael Jacklin's Duncan Dragons. They had an amazing performance this season, the Commissioner Trophy winning team, probably the hottest team throughout the season. How'd you prepare for that matchup?
Yeah, I was stressed. I even told him I was looking at his team, looking at mine. I just didn't think it matched up, and he had my boy Nick Chubb going late. I knew I was probably going to have to cheer against him. I wasn't excited about that. And yeah, so it was Sweaty and going against Team Parks, and me going against the Dragons there. And so it was basically the dump versus the world. And me and Sweaty went into the dump and took the trash out, I guess you could say. It was stressful, but glad I got out of there with a win.
No, I'm not going to kick out Dill for you. Dill's, I go. No, he doesn't. He got the most points for this year. He just got unlucky to make the playoffs. Yeah, I'll let you know if there's a spot open, but I mean, I don't know. They don't come open very often, and there's quite a long line. I get these calls daily, it seems like lately. Alright. Yeah, sorry.
So much going on throughout the season, so much chaos, so many responsibilities pulling you in a million different directions. It's got to be very difficult to balance that with your home life.
Yeah, I mean, it's just me and Mariah there, and yeah, it is tough, but you got to make sacrifices to be able to do what I do. And she's okay with it. She knows this is what she signed up for, and yeah, she's good about it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's tough. I gotta go to New Orleans. I got the Christmas Day game this year, and I mean, it's tough trying to balance everything, but yeah, I'm not gonna make it home for Christmas. Some damage control here.
We got some snow in the forecast, everybody. I know roads are going to be slippery, so take care.
Big Mama! How are you?
Home for Christmas Eve with their family.
Good. What are you up to?
Everybody be safe. I'm out of here myself. I'll be back for New Year.
Oh, right on. That'll be fun.
Things off with Big Cross. Take it away.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it home this year. I got I'm heading to New Orleans right now. I got the Christmas Day game.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And then, yeah, not to make matters worse, but then when I come home, like for your health, I'm gonna have to get you to go to your parents' place or maybe get a hotel for a couple weeks just because I got to quarantine and I'm worried about your health, right? And so I need my office, and it's the last day of playoffs, and so it's just gonna be best if you, yeah, maybe went to a hotel at your parents for a couple weeks there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it's what we signed up for, right?
You signed up for it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I love you, and maybe we'll do some Boxing Day shopping.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, I love you, and I'll text you after the game tomorrow.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Now in the final episode of the 10-part documentary series, Risters on Hulu. What stood out to me the most throughout watching this entire documentary series was just how the league grew from its humble beginnings into the kind of media monster it became this season. I mean, you had tons of coverage in the press, you had mega fan interest all around globally, really, and pretty much round-the-clock 24/7 coverage by Mike Garafolo on the NFL Network, and it was pretty intense. There was a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. There was tons of lots of stuff that you don't usually get to see. That made me feel like maybe Mike had some kind of inside access. How did your relationship start with Mike?
Yeah, getting Mikey G there. So yeah, in 2011 during the NFL lockout, I was in Saskatchewan doing my first year of my plumbing apprenticeship, and I randomly ran into Mikey G at a bar one night in Regina, and it was the NFL lockout, so he wasn't working, and he was looking for work and trying to get on with us, and I figured I could help him out. I just got through my probation, so I'm able to have a little more pull, and so yeah, I told him, yeah, you're gonna be pushing broom for the first little bit, and he was fine with that. He was just looking for work, and so yeah, we got him on, and me and him bonded there for a little while, and then I ended up getting out of there. Wasn't feeling it anymore. Wasn't really liking Saskatchewan. He stayed for a little while, and then once the NFL season picked back up, he went back to New York there, and yeah. So once he caught wind of the Risters kind of growing legs, he kind of always felt a bit of a debt of gratitude for me for getting him that job, and so yeah, that's basically, yeah. He was just excited to get going with it once he heard that it was starting to get big, and he was pushing for it with the network, trying to get more and more coverage, and yeah, he did a hell of a job. I definitely even.
Because we've got huge news. We've got Eric Mansuetti taking on longtime friend and Commissioner McGregor, he only needs one name, in the fantasy football final. See, most people, when they think McGregor, they think Conor McGregor. I think, no, Commissioner McGregor. That's what comes to mind for me.
So now we're at the climax of the 10-part documentary series. The finals of the playoffs, the championship on the line, all the marbles, all the glory. You're matched up against Eric Mansuetti's Sweaty Johnsons, a team that just week after week finds a way to win no matter what the circumstances. Take us through the emotions of that final weekend.
Yeah, that was a stressful one. He does just find a way to win. It was kind of a different one because no one really, as you saw in the documentary in that final game there, no one really blew up too much. It was kind of just everyone just kind of did their job, and came down to that last game there. I was up by, I think, 13 or so, and he had the tight end going. It was stressful. It was basically TD or bust, and I figured if I could keep him out of the end zone, I'd be all right. He got that one throw to him there, as you saw. Could have been a touchdown, and that was pretty stressful, but yeah, escaped away, and yeah, it was exciting. I mean, with the stat corrections that you saw throughout the documentary screwing people over, it was nice that it was far enough to not have to wait the whole week to find out who won. So yeah, I mean, there was a lot of emotions. Honestly, I was just exhausted by the end. It's a long season, and I'm glad to just kick back and relax now and just enjoy the victory, and yeah.
Fourth down. But right now.
Wow. I don't know if they ever could have expected this many people. But the city planners are working overtime today, trying to figure out how they're going to deal with all of this.
Pretty amazing, I imagine. Quite a relief, probably a fairly somber moment of celebratory victory at the end. What a story, what a season, what a league. Tune into Hulu for the 10-part documentary series Risters, now showing.
Right here.
That's good. Well, you did it, Mish. As of 1 hour ago, you were the West Coast Wristers champion. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels great. Just to be on here with some of the names on here, like I was looking at the built early, and just to be in the same sentence with some of those guys is just incredible. And yeah, I'm just honored to finally have this thing. It's been a long time coming.
Nice, good job. So I understand you have some news for us.
Yeah, so I mean, some of you may know, we've been working on a bit of a documentary about the league. Lots of the guys have had people follow them around all year. And yeah, I'm hoping to release this a little bit, probably early New Year. And yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be on Hulu. It was done by ESPN Films. And yeah, just really excited to see that and be able to share our story with the rest of the world.
Wow, that looks like it'll be a treat. I'm looking forward to binge watching it. So you're the champ with the fame on the horizon, running undoubtedly the most prestigious fantasy football league. What's next?
What's next? I mean, I'm just taking it one day at a time. It's been a long year. It's been tiring, exhausting, cameras around all the time. And I'm just excited to sit back and relax. But, I mean, if there's one thing for sure, the Wristers ain't going nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life.
Hey, look, straight from the Harlem streets. I don't play, I push it down with the Harlem heat. All of a sudden, niggas got a problem with me. Black, what happened? They running around acting like the black don't can't eat. And you know what? What? For some strange reason, I'm on for this medication, feeling deranged, needing for y'all to put the word out. Come on. We ain't leaving. We trying to be rich before we all stop breathing. Therefore, what? We kinda hustle lanes. Stay laying down our muscle games. Still turn niggas' dreams to flames. You got the wire? If not, I ain't saying no names. You soon expire. No pain. I feel remorseless. Of course, it's me and Diddy up first, racing Porsches with the big twin valve exhausts. On the cover of your vibes, double XLs and sauces, bitch.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life. Requests on Twitter for questions in response to this interview that we've been doing, and we have one here from Punson Madden 15 that wants to know how difficult it is to play the role of being a GM, and also
he was looking for work, and yeah, we were talking at the bar one day, and he's this is so he was looking for work, and he could have seen if he could get on with us. I ran into Mikey G at the bar there in Regina, and he was looking for work. And fuck me. And yeah, he was trying to get on with us. guy he's trying to get on with us, and I said I could probably help him out, get him a job. He was seeing if he could get on with us, and I told him I could probably help him out. I told him he'd be pushing broom for the first. Yeah, me and Mikey G there. I was doing my thing in Saskatchewan. I was doing the first year of a plumbing apprenticeship, and fuck, dude, this is gonna be so hard.